প্রায় 20 বছর আগে গৌতম হালদারের ছবি ভালো থেকো দিয়ে অভিনয় জগতে হাতেখড়ি হয়েছিল বিদ্যা বালানের। বিদ্যা বালানের প্রথম ছবি বাংলা ছবি ভালো থেকো, গৌতম হালদারের ছবি। তার 20 বছর পর 30তম কলকাতা আন্তর্জাতিক চলচ্চিত্র উৎসবে এসে বিদ্যা স্মৃতির সরণিতে হাঁটলেন। গৌতম হালদারের দেওয়া শাড়ি পরেই আজ বিদ্যা এসেছিলেন।
Very special session in memory of Gautam Haldar and Anup Mukhopadhyay. So we are so proud and happy that Vidya Balan is with us, and she will interact with Shankita Datta about her film and other things and its memory of this particular film, Bhalo Theko.
I remember 20 years ago, on the 25th of December, Bhalo Theko released. And I can't believe it's been 20 years. As a matter of fact, just trivia, this is a sari gifted to me by Gautam Da and Choiti Bodhi, and I wore it for the premiere of Bhalo Theko, and I'm wearing it again today. Here to do an ad film with Pradeep Sarkar, who we all fondly call Dada. And there was a production manager, Dinesh Raut, who actually saw me in the ad film, and Gautam Da was casting Bhalo Theko at that time, so he suggested my name to Gautam Da, and unfortunately Dinesh Raut is also not amongst us anymore. So I'm sorry, but today is bringing back lots of memories for me. Of course, fond memories, but it also tugs at my heart. I will forever be grateful to Dinesh Raut, because not only did my career start with Bhalo Theko, but he introduced me to a wonderful human being. I'll never forget my first call with Gautam Da. I didn't know what it was like, how people in the film industry, how directors are. I didn't know how to read a script. I'd never read a script before. And Gautam Da was a very gentle-mannered man, and he spoke to me and he referred to me as Bidda. I remember correcting him the first time. He said Bidda because I didn't know that Bengalis say Bidda. But he continued to say that, so I said, okay, that's really not important. But he narrated the story to me in gist, and then he emailed me the script. As a matter of fact, I just checked, it's still in my inbox. So I read the script and I was thrilled. I was getting to do a movie in the land of Ray. And for me that was such a big thing. And I read the script and I spoke to him and I said, okay, I'm doing the film. And the next thing is I came here with my mother for the shoot and met Gautam Da and Bodhi and Rai, who was very, very little at that time, their daughter. And it just felt like they invited me and my mum home. And I have to tell you that today I understand a lot of Bengali. Today I speak a smattering of it. But Gautam Da narrated to me in Bengali, and I understood the story completely. I don't know how. It was just the feeling with which he narrated it. There were a couple of words in between that I didn't understand, and I stopped him and I asked him, what does this mean? What does that mean? But he narrated it to me, and I could see, he was just, there was something, he just needed to tell this story, and I think that the love I saw in Gautam Da through the years after that is what I experienced in that first narration with him. His love for Anundi, the character, his love for all the characters, the story, which is why probably it spoke to me even though I didn't completely understand the language. And then, before we knew it, we were shooting. It was, my first scene was with Soumitra Chatterjee, who's also no longer amongst us. So, I was like, oh my God, my very first scene, I had to say Jatha Moshai, and firstly honestly, the pronunciation I couldn't get. So I remember he said, you can say J2. But I still worked on the pronunciation, I got it, and it was a lovely experience. We shot for about 15 to 18 days, that's all. We started on the 18th of May and we were done on the 3rd of June, if I'm not mistaken. And at one go, it was just amazing. We had Obita shooting it, we had Onupda doing sound, who's no longer amongst us either. God bless his soul, we lost him just a few months ago. And it was just, it felt like after that first scene with the Soumitra Chatterjee, you know, where I have to say that I was comfortable because Gautam Da made me feel like I knew exactly what I had to do. You know, he trusted everyone he worked with. There was always an atmosphere of, you'll do, you know, don't worry. I think that for a newcomer to get that from a director was very precious. Honestly, I don't know what I've done in the film. I still don't know how I've done what I've done in the film. If I've done anything that is even remotely, you know, it's very special to me, but a lot of people tell me that they've watched the film and that they really enjoyed watching it. It's because of Gautam Da. And I'm grateful to KIFF for doing this.
আমি বাঙালি লোকজনকে আর বাঙালি মিডিয়াকে খুব ভালোবাসি, কারেক্ট? I think 20 years ago, in December, I made my debut with Bhalo Theko, and I couldn't have imagined, you know, I had dreams of seeing myself on the big screen, but to see myself on the big screen in the land of Ray was the ultimate for me. I couldn't have even imagined it, and I have Gautam Haldar to thank for that. Of course, today we pay a tribute to him at KIFF with the screening of Bhalo Theko, and I'm so glad to be here because meeting him and working with him marks the beginning of my journey in cinema. And I have to say that he was one of the gentlest souls I came across, or I've come across. So I'm glad that he would always say Bhalo Theko. At the end of everything he would say Bhalo Theko. So it was so apt that his film was also named Bhalo Theko. कुछ एक आध साल पहले तक बंगाली सिनेमा से ऑफर्स आते थे, पर फिलहाल कुछ ऑफर नहीं हुआ है, और हुआ भी है तो यू नो वो कुछ बात बनी नहीं, पर जब होना होगा तब होगा पक्का। पर मैं बंगाली किरदार तो मुझे निभाने का मौका मिल रहा है हिंदी सिनेमा में, एटलीस्ट उस तरह से जुड़ाव है। यू नो, हर फिल्म मेरी मुझे बहुत मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है। मैं किसी एक फिल्म को चुन नहीं सकती। कोई ऐसी फिल्में होती हैं जो बहुत चलती है, जो आपको बहुत प्यार देती है, जो वो अलग बात है, पर हर फिल्म मेरे लिए खास रही है, मैं झूठ नहीं बोल सकती। তোমাতে আমাতে দেখা হয়েছিল, জানি না কবে কোথায়, জানি না।
এখানে নন্দনে আমার ভালো থেকোর প্রিমিয়ার ছিল 20 বছর আগে। সেম শাড়ি পরে আমি এসেছি আজকে। খুব নস্টালজিক লাগছে, ভালো লাগছে, নস্টালজিক লাগছে অবভিয়াসলি। আর কি বলবো, কত কি মনে আছে আজকে। শুটিংয়ের কথা ভাবছি, কীরকম সব হয়েছিল। আমি খুব খুব খুশি, কিন্তু খুব ইমোশনালও।
কলকাতায় এসে আপ্লুত বিদ্যা বালান। স্মৃতি সরণিতে হাঁটলেন তিনি, ভালো থেকোর বিভিন্ন মুহূর্ত তিনি ভাগ করে নিলেন। এরকম আরও বিভিন্ন আপডেটের জন্য অবশ্যই চোখ রাখুন মিউজিক বাংলায়। এনজয় সারাদিন।